Welcome back to the part 7 of fucking Blue Dragon, okay? Jesus. Anyway, yeah, we're exploring the mural valley. No, Valley of Murals, that's it. Like, the valley dungeon.
Yeah,
whatever.
with the paintings will attack us.
Yes.
I need to get you cue cards.
Is so basic. To the, like, it's literally, to give you an idea, the gimmick of this dungeon is basically just, okay, now the bridge falls, so you can go into another path. Just keep moving along until you finish, until you find the exit. This is literally, there's literally nothing to this dungeon. Remember how I got lost so easily in the last two dungeons? In this one, it's basically the exact opposite. You literally cannot get lost in this dungeon because it's
literally just a straight path around this mountain. Whatever.
Pretty
Well,
much.
okay. I mean, to be fair, you can go from side to side, and hey, there are some areas like that in RPGs. Heck, even Yokai Watch did that with the sewers. I mean,
yeah, it did.
It's not the.
Yeah, it did.
Now, here's one thing I have to ask. Those things come off the pit. Those things come off the walls, right? So, what's up with the ones that are just hanging above ground? Like, how are you supposed to run into those, or are you supposed to just go to the edge for them to get you?
No. They attack you, and you just have to let them attack you.
Can you avoid them at all?
You can.
You know,
He just did it just now.
You know, with this being a dungeon, you'd think that those encounters would be more mandatory, but no, I guess they're just there if you want to fight them.
Mm-hmm.
Kind
Seems
of
like the kind of path you'd take to get to a dungeon.
It feels a bit weird too, how, you know, of course some of them are actually on the wall, but others are already there in midair, so...
Indeed. It's...
And apparently the entire caravan passed through here, supposedly.
Supposedly, yeah.
Wait, did they really? I thought they went the other way, and we just have to go for here because...
Don't worry, Jova. We'll find out. Don't worry, Jova. We'll find out about it at the end of this part, because we do finish that whole caravan thing, finding the villagers thing at the end of this part.
So they did go through here, huh?
Go ahead, Shirai.
Oh. Shoot! Wait.
Pedro?
What's up, Klook? Why me a bit?
Yeah, we've been on our feet a long time.
We have to.
No, we've passed. I've been in a dimensional pocket.
Maru's tired, too!
Ugh. Jiro, do we still have a long way to...
Well, it's a dungeon. What do you think? Yeah, it'll be a while before we make it out of the valley. But there should be a place to rest up ahead. Really? We've been breezing through this valley just fine.
Okay, so... Sword segregation?
Yeah. This is completely pointless.
Not alright. Oh. No, whatever. It's whatever. It's not like Maru. It's not like whatever. It's not like Maru ever says anything
This
useful.
thing was completely pointless.
This covers.
Another.
So once again, this conversation was a
useless.
pointless moment.
They
if
seem
it
to
was
like to do
for
that a
saying
lot.
that there was a save point to use, okay, I could understand
Normally,
that.
normally these JRPGs have these kinds of cutscenes when the characters are going to take a nap or take a rest and shit. Like, for example, remember it happened in Inokuni as well, and we were traveling to the Temple of Trials, and then
For example, Final Fantasy IV used that to teach how to use the save points in dungeons.
yeah.
Boy.
But that conversation was literally... Oh, here we go, Mural Town.
Okay.
Playable.
I think you're a bit ahead of us, Jova, like 1 second.
I'm at 421, 22, 24.
Yeah, we're like 1 second ahead of us. Just pause for a second.
Alright.
What is this? These aren't monsters. These murals.
How do you know? They haven't exactly popped up to get you.
They are engaged.
He read the script, okay?
Incredible.
How strange. Did the ancients paint
Maybe those are the ancients themselves.
Ooh, ominous music.
Jump scare, jump scare. Okay.
No, sorry, Jovi, you don't get your jump.
So, this one's friendly.
And he's talking like one
Neat.
of those
What a lovely
teenagers.
name. Hey, come on out, everyone. We've got visitors for the first time in ages.
Is that Sam Riegel?
Yes, Sam Riegel is one of the voice actors for this game. I was gonna bring it up later when it's more obvious, but yeah, he is, and you're gonna see him in a more common voice of his later on in this.
I'm getting Time Eternity flashbacks.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that's
remember-
right.
well,
That reminds me
remember-
about that
remember,
guy
Teo,
who we
this
thought
was
was Sam
before-
Riegel, but actually wasn't Sam Riegel.
Well, remember, Teo, this was before he became famous.
Well, honestly, being famous
Not
as a video game
really,
artist doesn't
Pedro.
really.
He has always been in the scene quite a while, even before this game.
Really? I don't remember seeing him around that much.
The best excuse, quote unquote, will be instead he needed his usual pace to build.
Yeah, I mean, to be
Oh,
fair,
well.
and besides, even after he did become famous, just because you're famous as a video game artist doesn't mean you're not gonna be in some bad stuff here and there. I mean, for one thing.
We've seen that evidence multiple times throughout our commentary.
Yeah, true that. Not to mention the fact that video game artist acting is kind of underappreciated in some regards.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah.
Hey, don't look at my friend's man.
Excuse me?
A woman mural.
Typo.
No, no.
Maybe.
Oh, I'm so jealous of you. You can go next to him.
What are these murals talking about?
I don't know.
I think they're gossiping. Or
I-
they're jealous of us because we can go next to someone.
Of course.
So, is there a reason why these murals are nice and the others aren't? They do explain
pretty
something
body.
as basic as that, right?
Look at a pretty
Wait, cat murals?
Yes, Shiro, there's cat murals, and they fly, apparently.
But they look more like bats, not cats.
It's Sakaguchi told you it's a cat tail, so it's a cat, okay?
But I
He's-
don't believe you.
Are you sure he didn't mistype it by a letter?
The sad part is that the sad part is that the cat from 13.2 still looks more like a cat than that cat does.
A cat from 13.
That's not
Yeah,
supposed to be a cat.
That cat that has a seal face.
I don't remember a cat. I remember a
At the
dog.
beginning, Jova, where Sarah is hanging out on New Golden's Beach.
Don't worry, Job. It's not important.
Right.
I don't blame you for misremembering it. Don't worry. He appears in that cat appears in the game for like 10 seconds and then goes away. So don't worry
So,
about
do we at least get to know about these murals' origins?
that.
Okay. So let me take a wild guess. The murals outside were actually guardian sentries, and they thought that we might be hostiles, and that's why they're attacking us. And these ones inside are the civilians.
He keeps asking me questions.
Let's use that as a headcanon. I don't know.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, let's run with that as a headcanon, that they're really not going to be arsed enough to, explain something so basic.
But it's okay, guys, because we're about to get exposition dump on lore.
Oh,
This computer right here.
so, and nothing explaining the murals?
You'll see. Basically, we're gonna explain something that happened a long time ago.
Also, what a shock. Not all the murals are bad guys. Welcome, newcomers, to
Well-
the place where stories are told. Wait, oh, never mind. You're a storyteller, Pedro.
Those who will travel on, you must learn that which is shown here.
It turns out this is all an illusion using mechanical technology.
Alright, Teo, now sit down and listen to some lore.
Yay.
If you are wise, listen to my tale. Long ago, this planet was ruled by magic.
It isn't still? There's plenty of magic around.
Just shut up, I'm telling the story. A king with powerful magic ruled from the royal throne,
The Wizard King.
where magic power dictated rights and law.
Of course, a level 5 game, a storyteller, it's all connected.
During this era, the strict tenets of magic rules sometimes harshly persecuted because of course it was.
Of course.
Of course.
It's common in fantasy media.
Fantastic racism.
those with little to no magical ability.
Squibs.
The discrimination deeply troubled the king, and he ordered machines to be built. Machines! To aid those who were unable to use magic. The machines were developed quickly for immediate use.
Wait, so in a place ruled by magic, they all of a sudden thought of technology just right there out
to
of the
help out
blue?
the non-magic people, yeah.
But-
Infused by magic, powered by magic. The eternal engine was invented. So we're powering our machines with magic. But all those
Techno-magic.
drowning in power were fated to perish in it. Wait, what?
Wait, what? Genocide all of a sudden?
What's this? Looks like a painting about a war.
Sure is barbed.
Hello.
Oh, Shira, you just missed your line.
No.
At first, it was a small. Basically, Shira, what happened was.
No, I heard the story. I just had to mute because of background noise.
Ah, okay.
Power
was
Yeah.
restrained with more power.
How? Yeah, of course, might makes right. And then everyone was wiped out. By who?
And why? You kind of. I think you skipped the page. Can you go back?
Because people were feeling evil that day. And
No.
History only tells, only watches.
You
Now
know
go
what's
and
sad?
find the answer yourselves.
You know what?
Just
No! Continue and actually finish your dang story! Okay.
Thanks, computer. You're such an amazing.
Okay. So let me get this straight. The computer was just waiting for somebody to come and then it would open that locked door. Also,
there you go, Teo. There's your lore. Happy now?
also, Shuri.
Fantastic.
Yes, Jova.
You'd think that they would go if, people were evil, but no, they don't even mention anyone being evil. In fact, apparently the machine was made to help people, and then all of a sudden they go, magic people were doomed to perish in it, and then all of a sudden death, and no more magic people. Well, yeah, racism, but they don't
I've
even
seen
mention
more
people actually taking them out. It's like you'd think that they would just rely on the stereotype people are evil, but they don't even say who was responsible or what was responsible. Like they just say they were destined to perish, and they perished. What took them out? Did I miss something there, Pedro?
No, you didn't. Sorry. Anyway, it's not even just that, Jova. Even the lore that they told us before they abruptly stopped, even the lore is generic as all hell. I've seen more interesting lore in Tales of games. And don't get me wrong, I love the Tales series, but if there's one thing that the Tales series is not good at is lore. The lore in those games is always so generic.
Yeah.
But and that's the sad part. I've seen more interesting lore in the Tales of series, and that's sad. Ugh.
Also, this music.
Hey, you...
So the Tales series usually focuses more on the characters rather than the lore.
And
So,
subversion.
So,
Yeah.
is this all we get to see of the murals?
pretty much. I need a book called A Shabby Book. You should be able to find it in the valley. Basically, this is a side quest where he gives me a cool item, but I never go back because I don't really care. So
I don't mind, really.
Trust me, Teo. Story-wise, they have no more purposes.
I can imagine.
Hey Pedro, how much you want to bet that there's actually some cool war-building content if you bring it back?
No.
That's just the thing, though. I should not have. Okay, I get you can have side quests that add more lore, kind of like the Horus's side quest in Kuni, but you should at least provide some basic lore that's understandable and gives us the basic gist of it in the main storyline.
Not to
At least
mention the
that.
fact that Ni no Kuni had the advantage that we were constantly revisiting areas, so it made talking to Horus over time less of a strenuous task. Here, I get the inkling that we're not...
Java, we do have the warp devices in this one.
Oh, I get that. What I mean is like, if you wanted things to flow with the story, it wasn't that much strenuous. Here,
Okay, guys. Hey, guys. Boss battle. You know what that means.
is that a mural?
Music.
No, it's a random fire bird.
Random phoenix that came out of nowhere because we needed a boss fight with London. Never gets old. Yes, Jova.
I don't know. In time, he's getting his weirdly gnarly charm.
So I'm wondering though, Pedro, are we gonna have to come back to the area around here at any point in the story?
In the main story, at least, no. And I know I haven't gotten around to experimenting with the side quests in this game, but the game is so boring that I just can't be bothered. Sorry.
I still don't think this song will get as charming as you can.
I'll just say this to Blue Dragon fans: in case we are indeed missing some important answers in the actual side quests, well, I'll just say this, Blue Dragon fans: maybe if the main campaign was not so boring, maybe I would feel inclined to actually, do those side quests and get more time out of the game. But the game is so boring that I just want to get it over with. Sorry.
So this is basically an inverted version of Dr. Lautrec, where the side quests are actually the main reason you want to play the game, as opposed to the main game.
Well, I'm assuming. I'm just picturing that possibility in case that's what it is, because I don't know. For all I know, the side quests are all just pointless fetch quests. But
yeah, anyway, going back to what I was saying, sometimes I think maybe this game is a bit too big for its own good. Like, okay, look, if you can't do much of it, why not make a smaller world where you're actually revisiting areas, where you treat it like a world? Kind of like the likes of Final Fantasy VII, Ni no Kuni, Final Fantasy IX. Should probably think of other things aside from Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, like Ocarina of Time. You're actually revisiting places, seeing how they change and whatnot over the course of time. That helps build the world, but...
That's a very good question. That's a very good question, Jova. Now go out and find the answer for yourself.
So, from what I can understand, it seems like this is the kind of RPG that tries to have its cake and eat it in regards to, actually, asking the player to actually search the world or just play for the story, like as is. I mean, okay.
Or they just didn't care and just basically threw whatever in there.
Basically. To compare it to
there we go. Here's the main gimmick of this dungeon. The bridge falls.
Oh, now we're in a dungeon?
So the bridge falls, so we have to climb down. Whoa, the bridge. But it's okay, guys. It's okay, guys. Check out.
It looks like we could use this collapsed rope bridge to climb down. Why do we need to go there when we just went across it?
Shut up.
Oh. We could probably go around from the rope bridge on the other side.
That too.
Yeah, Mana
agrees.
So, what's the big dilemma?
Hold on, Joe. I'll get to you. I guess we'll just have to go around. It's a good. Hold on to that thought, Joe. Real moment. And
yeah, Merle tried to attack us.
Yeah. And there we go. Now we just have to climb down.
Why do we want to go down? We literally just went across that bridge.
The game just told us we're supposed to go down, so go fucking down, okay?
How dare you drop a question on the game?
So what's even down here? A special surprise, or is this literally the way out?
The way out.
So how did they know that they needed to go down?
The script told them?
I guess.
Wow, these cutscenes not only come out of nowhere, but they seem to lack cohesion in some cases. Like, would it hurt for you to... Oh my god, we're gonna have to do it again, aren't we?
Yes. Because it was so fun the first time. Oh man, not again.
It's literally just walking around, and you can avoid these enemies just fine anyway. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but shouldn't there actually be a point to, the dilemma of having to go around like there actually being an enemy or a mini-boss there? I mean, because otherwise this just feels like padding.
Padding.
Well, okay. I guess to
There you go, Jova. I just got attacked.
Okay. Okay. But, yeah, okay. I guess to be fair, it's padding even if you get attacked and whatnot, but at least it's padding that would make sense, for a battle. I mean, otherwise, what other point is there for us to go around? Like, usually there's at least...
Teo, you answer this one.
I do.
I hate to say it, but with Final Fantasy XIII, for the most part, yes, there was a lot of padding with bosses and whatnot, but, there was actual content there to pad things out. Here, if you can avoid the enemies, you're literally just running. Like, Final Fantasy XIII, for as much as a hallway as it did, actually had
Not
the
really, Jova. Final Fantasy XIII was also the same thing. Battles are walking.
Well, I know that. What I'm saying is, like, with Final Fantasy XIII, actually had some stuff involved in its padding. I mean, yeah, there were some long hallways, but for the most part, those hallways at least had enemies, so it made sense that, you know, you'd be slowed down. Here, it's literally just walking around. Like, I can't think of any time Final Fantasy XIII had such pointless a padding thing, because again, there was actually something involved in the padding. Here, there's nothing if you avoid the enemies. Nothing!
Also, Maru will counter-attack, but it's the protagonist who gets the victory animation.
Oh, a treasure chest. So what,
Because
were those...
favoritism.
So were those like super enemies or something, so you get a treasure chest?
Phoenix Wing.
Yeah, it's a battle. It's basically one of the gimmicks of this dungeon is that if you defeat certain enemies, treasure chests will appear for defeating them. Not that I care because I'm in a new game plus. So moving on.
Well, I wonder if we're almost at the end yet.
We are
Good to
actually.
know, but we don't care. But it's not even about. It's not even a situation where we need to care for.
There's
Oh,
the road to
CG.
Gibraltar.
Well, actually,
Down there. Hope
I don't know.
Alright.
I think this is in game actually.
Yeah, and it's a game, but with that to Vaseline.
You know, it's kind of awkward that they had a boss fight not at the end of the dungeon. Like, you know, wasn't that kind of random?
Thinking outside the box.
there's no sign that anyone's come by here.
Or just not
Then
caring.
maybe Grandpa and everyone haven't been here yet.
Dude.
Probably not. Because I think this is the only way they could take.
Unless
to get
they
to
went
Gibraltar.
before the rocks
where
were put
the
in
fuck-
front of the path.
So where the fuck we were? You should have
think
met
has
Bam
to.
Bam in that case.
What should we do?
But we
might
didn't.
meet up with them if we
Wait,
double
back
back
towards the village? Are you serious?
We really need to find them.
No.
No, we're not.
Couldn't we have realized this
Really?
earlier or some shit?
Are we seriously going all the way back?
We're not
just go
alone.
here.
Right?
Hold on.
Can we at least teleport?
We can actually, but we're not going to because
They're in the valley, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
So, wow.
We just
Unbelievable.
drown ourselves right here.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding, guys. Don't worry, we will not be going back. But I swear to you, too. The first time I watched this cutscene, I genuinely thought the game was telling me to go back to the village, and I genuinely went and I bumbled around there for like an hour, hoping something would happen.
I don't blame you, Pedro. That's exactly the thing.
Wait,
I feel.
wait, hold on. They said that we were doubling back.
I don't
What?
get it.
Hey, wait a minute. The game literally told us to double back, yet we found them by going forward. What the heck?
I don't know, Jova. I honestly
And
don't
you
know.
actually went back to, but they were
Oh,
right
I think
here.
this is the cutscene that you showed me before, Pedro. Yeah.
After the boss. Not yet. It's not this one yet. But yeah, you're right. You're on the right track, yes. I love how they're children, specifically Gyro's parents and Shu's grandpa. They just saw their children conjure up these blue demons, and their reaction is, oh.
It's
They
like
go for the
Speed Racer.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, like I was saying, don't worry, guys. I was thinking the same thing you are. I just didn't say anything because I wanted you guys to
I would
see.
have gone back as well. That would have pissed me off to no end.
Okay.
What was up with that dialogue scene? Like, why would you even write that in?
Wow, you know, okay.
Did Sakaguchi give himself a lobotomy before he made this game? What the fuck is going on here?
Sun and Centaur enemy out of nowhere?
Headless Centaur, okay.
With a Buster Sword.
Akira Toriyama was feeling quite creative that day too.
Why is
No, I
this...
think it's a parody of the Headless Horseman, but no, dude, just no.
Sure.
He won't budge. We're barely affecting him.
Actually,
Are
we
you
are.
sure? Yeah.
Well, he did pop out of
basically-
Okay,
nowhere.
I'm
basically-
just reading what I'm being told to read, okay? That's
You're not supposed to be that effective against him at this point, okay?
How about knocking him off his feet, Cook?
Basically, too, what happens is the game is counting on the fact that he's a bit strong to physical attacks and you're supposed to use magic. However, since I'm on New Game Plus, for me, it's much easier to
Hey,
not
Jack?
even have
Even
to use.
at the insane difficulty.
Hey, Joe?
Yes, I'm playing in the impossible difficulty. Yes, Jova?
If this boss is such a big deal, why did they not bother to show him in the cutscene beforehand alongside the 2 mooks we beat?
Or even hinted him at least.
He just arrives immediately after defeating the tigers.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing too. He's not part of the story. He's just here because we need a boss.
No. He is part of the story. He's in this big battle.
Hi!
They made a big deal about
There
him
you go,
not
Jova.
being able to be
Sorry,
beaten.
Jova, he's gone. Sorry.
You know, Pedro, I had to wonder how you coped with all this.
Press F to pay respects.
Guess we surprised everyone.
But
I'm not even kidding. In fact, we're literally about to get to the point where I officially gave up
Wait,
on the game when I first tried playing it back in 2007.
Hold on. You're telling me that you hadn't given up at this point already?
No, I was. Well, remember, Joe, at the time I was a blind. You remember, Sakaguchi fanboy, and I was like, "This is gonna get better. This is gonna get better.
Don't call
this is
yourself.
gonna get better."
Yeah, Pedro, don't call yourself blind for having optimism.
Okay. Let me rephrase that then. I was being most hyperbolic. At the time, I was. Remember, Joe, like I said, this game was kind of the Ni no Kuni of its time for me. I was so looking forward to this game. This was going to be the game that I was so looking forward to, and you know.
Oh, Jiro has a baby brother.
Yeah, he does. Who cares?
That's nice. Can we learn more about his family now that they're right there? Wait, there's a dance of Starry. Why does it look like a troll dance?
Sorry, man.
And it calms down the baby.
I don't get it, and I don't care.
Also, are these seriously all the villagers that survived? Like, it was literally just,
Actually, there's more. Actually, there's more in the... it's just that we don't see them.
Who's the grandpa?
Too?
I knew what you read. I even forgot what voice I gave to this guy. But although everyone thought the land shark got you.
I'm sure I've given like 3 voices to the kid.
But I didn't believe that for a second. You are my grandson, after all, unfortunately.
And we have such a great relationship that's
I
incredibly
know a
deep.
lot about not losing heart.
You do?
You will just have to say, I won't give up.
Oh, so it's
There you
your
go, there you go.
fault!
He got it from his grandpa. There you go.
You know, it would have been nice if it happened earlier, so actually we have a reason for
Oh,
him to say
guys,
it.
guys,
It will
guys,
still
guys,
be
guys.
annoying, but at least we
isn't it?
Guys,
will have a reason.
Cook's an orphan.
My parents are dead.
Well, maybe we'll talk about how it's emotionally straining her.
Go ahead, Jared.
I'm sure they would have been just as worried about me too.
Okay, we're going somewhere.
It's all gone. They're all gone.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. We might be getting some character development.
They're all gone.
Did
If
we
only
get
they
any
were alive.
character development out of this?
Hold on, let's see. And
If
oh,
only they were alive. Oh, no, over. Moving on.
that's all. That's all. I mean, you just brought up the fact that she's an orphan, and that just gets 2 text boxes of text.
But yeah, like
He's reminiscing here, that's all you give her.
Okay.
just to finish what I was saying. Yeah, like I was saying, the first time I played through this game, I got to this point, and again, this was after I bumbled around for an hour. I remember it quite clearly because, you know, it pissed me off so much that I still remember. It was 10 years ago. That's the sad part. It was 10 years ago. And I still remember it because it pissed me off so much. I remember it quite clearly.
Reminds me of the first time I saw
and-
the Last Airbender movie when I was just so determined to see it as good, even though it turned out to be terrible. Oh my god, that movie's almost 10
7
years
years.
old.
It's actually more than 7 years old now. But the point is, this was the point around this part. When I got to this part, I was already pissed off by that. But I was trying to, okay, this is gonna get better. This is gonna get better. This is gonna get better.
It's not
It's
gonna
gonna
get.
it's gonna get better, right, too?
I guess.
It's not gonna get
Oh,
worse. is
never
it?
mind. Never mind. I forgot. I was thinking that it's in the next part that we'll see that cutscene that Theo mentioned earlier. Never mind. Ignore me. See everybody
Alright,
for the next part where we meet our final party member.
Wow,
Yay.
only.
Yay.
Well,
See
okay, well, hey. Maybe the fact that we don't have that many party members means that we'll have more time to focus and flesh out each one. I mean, heck, Final Fantasy VII had so many members, and yet they still managed to get good equal bouts of character development, even the optional ones. So this
Tune
game
in
can
next
do,
time
right?
to see if Tune in next time to see if Jova's right or wrong. Spoilers, he's wrong. All right. See you, everybody.
See ya.
So yeah.